Mishkis,
Yep.
I have a greeting today that you're not gonna get and I don't get, and so many people are gonna be mad at us
It's gonna make me. It's
because we don't get it.
well, it's gonna make me mad too. Then probably I get mad a lot of things.
Like you're angry at every one of
I
my
get
greetings.
Well, ho ho ho, people.
Happy Festivus!
Oh no, it's from Seinfeld. I
From
never seen it.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
from Seinfeld. I
just knew
don't
it
like
was
Seinfeld.
I know you don't, and so
Well,
many people are getting so
I
many.
don't care. You don't like Seinfeld? Oh, fight me. I'll fight you. I've already taken off my shirt. I'm primed, ready to fight.
Your shirt is off.
Yeah.
You just got that little scarf.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta take the scarf off too, Porphyro. You get choked. You don't get choked in a fight. You gotta take your hoop earrings out, take your scarf off, and just fight. I'll fight a man. I won't even wait for him to take his hoop earrings out. I'll fight him right now. Porphyro.
Yeah.
Festivus is like I think it was Jerry and the bald guy, and they were just like, well, what if, like, because they're Jewish, right? I think all the characters in that show are Jewish.
I have no idea.
They're
I've only
kinda-
watched like a couple reruns when I was younger, and I never really. I tried to watch it when I was too young,
And yeah.
so that I didn't get it, and I was like, "This is
Well,
weird."
my thing is like,
And now I don't know if I'd like the comedy. I don't really like his stand up or anything.
No, I don't. And I
Just
hated the
digging
B
myself a
movie.
hole. Digging myself a hole.
Hate the B movie. That was Seinfeld too. Well, I think it's one of those things where it was like one of those things of like people push it on you. Like for instance, The Office is another one like that. People are just like, "Oh, The Office is so good, you should watch it. It's the best thing I've ever seen." And you're just like, "I don't want to watch it now. Now you're pushing it on me too much." And maybe the jokes, maybe you've hyped up the jokes too much, and I've seen too much of the. But Seinfeld's like that for me. All my friends in school were just like, "What do you mean you haven't watched Seinfeld? It's the best show ever." I'm like, "Well, obviously it's not the best show ever, or else more people would say that. You think it's the best show ever."
Okay, so this
And
is
I
my
hate Jerry
fact.
Seinfeld. What?
You said the B movie, and I just have to tell this. People probably already know this, but I don't think you do, so I want to tell you.
Okay.
It's not my fact for today, but it is a fact.
Look, I don't think so. You don't be getting these freebie facts, Porphyro.
So, Netflix is doing this thing lately, like in the last week or two, where they've been like having what is it called? Like Smashkeys? You okay?
I muted myself so I could take a drink while you were telling your story.
Okay. Well, you made this like scratching noise on the mic, like I could hear it.
Thanks for ruining the illusion, Porphyro.
Well, there was no illusion.
There
You
was
just
no
mute yourself
illusion.
silently. I heard the mic move.
Okay, well, you know what?
It was real scratchy against your pop filter.
Did
So,
you
Netflix has
spill
been doing
water?
this thing-
Did you spill water on yourself too, like I did?
A little bit.
Yeah, we're real bad. We have a drinking problem, Porphyro.
But mine like sprayed out of my water bottle thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't
So
really spillage.
the B movie, Netflix, go.
Yeah, Netflix has been doing this thing the last couple of weeks where it's been doing like reports almost. Like it can see, I don't know, like all of a sudden, just like in the last week on Twitter, I saw all these different Netflix posting like, somebody watched whoever watched the Christmas Prince every day for the last 12 days. Like, I feel so sad for you, or something like that, right?
Netflix just outing people watching. They're just like, hey,
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah,
watched
they
the
have
same
been.
10 minutes of this movie over and over and over again. I wonder why.
Yeah, so Netflix UK, I think,
It's just
think it was
watching our
UK.
stuff. I don't like it.
revealed one of their users has watched B Movie 357 times this year.
That person has a kid. I can guarantee you.
That's what I immediately
Yeah.
thought.
300's a lot.
Yeah, so
Well,
she said the
two
girl
kids.
came forward and she's like, it's the only film that keeps her son calm.
Well, okay. My uncle has a little. You actually met her.
So
She's not,
that's like one day they watched it twice, but every other day.
yeah. No,
watched it once per day.
No, I
Yeah.
can guarantee you. You remember my uncle, the uncle that fell off the roof.
Yeah.
Him, his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's grown up. Now she's I think she's almost an adult. But when she was younger, she was like 6 or something. And then that was the thing. He's just like, I've watched this movie. She just on repeat, repeat, like 4 times a day, 5 times a day. She'll watch. I think it was like Shrek or something. But it was like, he's like, it's just, that's the only thing that's on. It's just she loves it, and it's just on all the time. Knows all the words to it.
No, kids do that. Yeah.
So I can imagine that. It might make more sense if you had 2 kids, because then if you had 2 kids, then maybe they like take turns watching the movie, you know. But then one person watching, that's a lot. I don't think I've ever watched a single movie that many times before.
Me either. Absolutely not.
What movie?
There's very few movies I've watched twice.
Oh, okay. That kind of deflates my question then. But what's the movie that you've watched the most?
Honestly, I don't really know. You know, so I really like The Holiday. And not because it's like a cool like romance movie or anything, but mostly just because it's a really snowy cottage in England.
It is a Christmassy movie.
It's Christmassy.
Yeah.
I think I've watched that 3 times. And that to me is like a lot.
Okay, here's another question, but it's specifically...
So that's all I can think of. When I was a kid, I probably did this more, but...
Here's another question for you, specifically for you then. What's the movie that you've started the most? Because I know for a fact there's some movies that you like, I've seen the first 20 minutes 30 times because I keep falling asleep.
Star Wars. Episode 4.
Episode 4. It's like I started, like, I've watched the first half hour like 10 times. The first half hour is pretty good.
I always catch it. You know, I've always caught it on TV and then just,
Ooh, that's another good thing. Okay. So there must be some of those made-for-TV movies that I've watched a bunch of times, right? Because it's one of those things where back before we had all this TV on demand kind of stuff, you just like scroll through and then you'd find a movie that you didn't hate and you're just like, oh, I guess I'll watch this.
I guess, like Elf I've probably watched a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's always on at Christmas and it's just always on, but I don't know if I've actually like sat down and properly watched it fully. You know? But it's like I've seen it so many times, like way more than 3 or 5 times. Because it's on every year.
For me, I don't know. I don't think I've watched movies a whole bunch, right? Like I think every movie I've ever seen, I've watched like 2 to 3 to 4 times. Like I just watch things again, right? But I don't watch the same movie over and over again. I think back when I was like a teenager, I watched Boondock Saints like 5 times. But I think Star Wars is probably the thing that I've watched the most around.
Yeah.
Around 5 or 6, right? And Lord of the Rings.
Each episode?
Sorry?
Each episode?
Episode 4. I think it's like I watch episode 4 the most, then Empire Strikes Back the second most, and then Return of the Jedi the third most. That just makes more sense, right? Like you start it, and then if you don't get to the end, then when you start it again, then you didn't get to the end the last time.
It's the 19th today?
The 20th? I think it's the 20th.
19th. We have been to the new Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah, we definitely have. Oh, did you know that? Oh, that twist,
man,
right?
Yeah.
Whoa. And then when sorry?
With when she did that?
Yeah, with the lightsabers, when he or she with the lights. Come on with me. It's a ho ho oh no.
Oh, okay.
Come on. I thought you just think I was getting away from you?
Yeah, I was like, where?
And could you like this? Pharaoh? Here we go. The
sound effects.
Oh, the wow and the
yeah.
Remember that? And then when Boba Fett appeared, like that blew my mind. Like I didn't think Boba Fett was going to appear. I thought he was for sure dead, right? And then Boba Fett.
I hate
what's that?
This road to this stupid is so dumb.
Why?
I hate taking this path. I'm so dumb.
Yeah, you take the wrong way every time.
No, I try to take a different way every time because I'm so angry that there's no like proper road.
Okay,
there's no proper road. Blitz it.
Blitz.
You know what blitzing means?
It means
lightning.
Lightning, thunder.
What? Oh.
Yeah, they do look like they have mold on them. They look like gross candy apples. What?
Look at this.
Look at what?
You gotta click on the boat.
Yeah.
Get in the boat, and then get out of the boat.
Oh, that's pretty unique, I guess. That's kind of cool. Okay, we'll go quick, and then jump. Well, you got it.
Nope. I was confused. Okay.
No, it's my turn. It's my turn. Provider, do you have a Christmas fact for me today?
I do.
Oh.
In Eastern Canada,
Yeah.
in 18 Smashkeys in
Just read your thing.
1816.
1816.
How in the world? 1816. They didn't have a summer.
No.
Promise you, it was a thing. It stayed cool enough to go sledding in June. Less sunlight. Okay, so do you know what's cool about this is that it could happen again?
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Wait.
Because they thought it was because from the
eruption.
Tambora volcano
Yeah.
erupting in Eneija the year before.
Yeah.
Spewing tons of ash into the air, less sunlight reached the Earth, affecting parts of Earth differently.
Ooh.
The volcano in Bali erupting now-ish. They're predicting it might have the same effect. Like it's going to be a lot of cooler.
Because it increases the albedo of the Earth.
Nope.
Yep.
Opposite. That's you want.
No, it increases the albedo. Let me look up what albedo means.
It's not albedo. Albedo is reflection.
Yeah, it increases
Snow
all
has
the ash.
A high albedo.
No, yeah, but all the
ash would absorb, no?
No. It creates a cloudy layer in the atmosphere.
And I guess I just think of it as being like gray and not reflecting anything.
Oh, it's the worst.
But you could be right.
Yeah, I know I'm right. I know everything about albedos. I was there in that class. Porphyro.
That's my fact. What? You can't get any more facts out of me today.
Did you know? Oh,
dang it. We can't go at the same time.
I figured that out. Did you know that the whole old-timey...
Why do I land on it weird sometimes?
You got weird feet?
Especially, why are you eating cookies instead of golden apples?
Well, because they make me stink line, and I don't like stink lines up in my face.
I thought you took your particles off. Your stinky line particles, I thought.
I guess I did.
Oh, I landed.
Hey, Porphyro, shh. Listen to my fact of the day. So, when you think of, like, London, when you think of Christmas in London, you think of, like... What the heck?
Of coal.
Yeah, you think of, like, that old-timey Oliver Twist kind of Charles Dickinson, like, winter wonderland stuff, right? Like, it's
not
cold.
Dickens' son.
Yeah, Dickens' son. Dixon. Charles Dickinson? Charles Dickens. Jake Dickinson.
Or you were in there with me.
Hell. But you think of that, right? Like you think of the winter. But when those books were written, London, England, like England hadn't had a white Christmas in like 50 years. It's always too warm in England to ever have like, because they're basically like Vancouver.
They got snow this year and they were like super excited. Yeah.
Because basically, London is like the same kind of. Oh goodness!
Sorry, I might have caused that.
Because London's like the same kind of. Oh wait, hold on.
Are you moving the boat?
Sorry. Let me talk. You go while I talk. London has like the same kind of environment as like Vancouver, right? So you don't get a lot of snowy white Christmases. But when Charles Dickens was a kid, they did
dang it! I get to that block and I freak out and jump off of it.
Uh-oh. When Charles Dickens was a kid, it was a white Christmas.
No.
It was like in a freak super cold winter. It's super rare. Super rare. Super cold, super rare.
No, I didn't look where I'm supposed to be going.
Go shift and then press forward immediately. Oh, you made it. Come and open the door. I can get to that point. I can do it again. Get out of the way, horse.
It's only a button, it's not a lever.
Go on.
Okay.
Okay, well. You were so slow.
Where are you supposed to go after that?
Okay, come on. Porphyro.
To this one?
No. No, my turn. Let me go first. I went first, Porphyro.
Why? I'm in...
Oh.
Good job. There's no way you can get to that one. You did it. Okay. There is. I did it.
Be like super like shifting. Oh. Shifting, uplifting, you know? Shift up, shift.
No!
Shifting, uplifting. Oh. Porphyro, what's the most Christmassy animal in the world? If you could name one animal to represent all of Christmas, what would it be?
Probably a reindeer.
That's a good answer. But not a reindeer, though. You can't pick reindeer. Reindeer is very obviously the best answer. But what, like a second animal? Like if you were to, Santa Claus is like, all my reindeer died. All my reindeer got real sick because I was feeding them gumdrops.
No!
No, it's true. It's true. I fed them gumdrops and they all died. So it's up to you now to pick the next Christmas animal. Oh. Gun to your head. Santa Claus pulls a gun out and he says, name it.
Well, just on that alone, I'd say like maybe huskies, because they can also pull a string.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Santa Claus, he'd be like super Canadian at that point.
Maybe some moose.
Ouch.
Moose would be good, maybe. They
Meese.
kind of look like reindeer.
Moose would be better. Santa Claus could carry, could you imagine how much he could carry now with flying moose?
Oh, we'd get so much better presents.
So much bigger presents. It would be the same presents, just much larger.
Sorry for all my grunts.
Oh. Okay, but then he says there's no mooses, though. All the mooses have died as well.
Okay.
The same disease that killed all the reindeers. What's...
Okay. And the huskies?
Well, no, the huskies are on... He said that's in the maybe column. But then he'd have to get smaller, and he doesn't want to do that. That's why he's saying maybe...
He'd have to what?
Well, he'll have to lose some weight if he's going to use huskies. And he doesn't want that.
So owls are probably out of the...
Yeah, owls are right out. Why would any... Like, he...
So they have to be able to pull Santa's
Yeah,
sleigh.
they have to be a respectable size. It'd be like James and the Giant Peach. 10,000 owls carrying the sleigh around. Flying around, getting caught up in strings and stuff.
In spring?
Strings. Because you gotta have because it's like reins, but then the reins are so heavy that the owls wouldn't be able to pull. So then you have to give them strings. I think, going way out there, going out way outside, I think hyenas. Now hear me out. They're beefy, right? They're beefy animals. They can pull a lot, just like huskies. But they laugh all the time, right? They have a lot of cheer. They have a lot of Christmas cheer, I think.
Okay, but they're like smaller than huskies.
No, they're not. They're friggin' huge. You've never seen a husky before? I mean, a husky and a hyena?
I have seen a husky before. I haven't seen a hyena, but
yeah,
I've
because
seen
somebody
pictures.
hasn't taken me to the zoo.
We're going.
Are we? I don't
Hey.
think so. It's one of those...
Oh, I fell off the other side.
Well, that means I'm going to get to it first.
Cow, get out!
Cows would work, too. Oh! Oh, Porphyro, I can't come and get you.
Okay, I'll
How
go
the-
out the other way.
How the... Oh! Oh! Wait, what if I...
Do it.
How...
Do it. You gotta complete it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's me the best. Elephants.
I'm proud that I got the first one though.
Yeah, you go. Blitzen. The
last one's Rudolph.
I think mooses are the best one. I think that's what we're going to decide. Moose are the good replacement. And it makes Santa super Canadian. And he can carry more things. Now he can have a double wide
What about
sleigh.
polar bears?
Nah, because now all of a sudden kids have to change up their whole routine. They can't just leave carrots out anymore. They have to leave out slabs of meat. Blitzen! 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 No, why wouldn't you just hit the door?
Uh-oh.
What have you done?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it must have something to do with that. Come and walk on it again. Blitzen.
Well, it's because he was standing on it.
Joe Blitzen, you're the dumbest. Blitzen. You're just stupid Blitzen. Just the dumbest animal.
Poor Blitzen.
You think Santa Claus would fly around in a sleigh pulled by owls?
Wonder how you breed
It's
them.
ridiculous.
No, polar bears. Then, well, you think a lot of kids leave out carrots for the reindeer?
Yeah. All the good kids, the kids that aren't getting coal.
They probably only leave one, and then all the reindeer have to fight over it.
Well, no, the idea is that I'm giving a 1 carrot for the reindeer.
Where do we go? There's no road.
Always this way.
But there's not a proper road to the reindeer.
No, there's not. It's bad.
It just cuts off.
Well, okay. So little Timmy, he gives 1 carrot, and that's going to be for Dasher. And then little Sarah Joe, that's for Dancer. And then little Emily, that's for Prancer. And everyone just leaves a carrot. Santa's the only one who's a glutton and just eats all the cookies. Or how Santa's why am I coming with this guy? Or Santa's making his money. He's reselling the cookies. Santa is Dad's cookies. Kids leave out cookies. Santa gathers them up, puts them, and then like on his way back, because Santa now has an empty sleigh because he doesn't have any more presents, he drops them off at the cookie factory. Cookie factory repackages them, sells them again. Cut Santa in on the deal. Big Cookie has been lying to us the whole time. Santa's in on it. He's in on the thing.
So you never baked homemade cookies for Santa?
Does it look like I bake? Have you ever seen me bake anything? I mean, we've been together for 9 years? 10?
Oh my god, stop guessing.
Muck. Have you ever seen me bake? I don't bake, Porphyro.
I'll make you bake. We're gonna bake so much.
Yeah. I've decided
tomorrow.
You're gonna get a double cake. Remember, for your birthday, double cake Porphyro. That's what everyone's gonna call you.
Yeah, we're gonna do half chocolate, half vanilla, because Smashkeys.
Yeah, half cake, guys.
It's only vanilla, and I like chocolate.
Yeah. Well, I like chocolate icing. I just don't like chocolate cake. Blech, it's gross. Vanilla cake's the best. So what you do is, people, here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna bake a cake. This side's chocolate. So then you take a chocolate cake like that. You bake a chocolate cake, right? And then you take that chocolate cake there.
Yeah.
And then you put it on that. You cut it. You put it there.
No, not there.
No. So then you have a half vanilla, half chocolate, and then you put the chocolate like this.
Yeah.
And then you ice it like this. Double cake.
I think you should probably put the chocolate on this side.
No.
Because this is all vanilla. Is that how we want it?
No, because this one's.
And then the vanilla goes here.
Yeah, because then
So
you're
all vanilla,
then
vanilla,
one person.
vanilla,
Yeah. So one guy gets vanilla. He gets all vanilla. Then somebody gets vanilla, chocolate, vanilla icing, and then somebody gets chocolate icing. Then somebody gets chocolate and vanilla with chocolate icing. It's the best. Ooh, double cake. I invented it. Copyright Smashkeys, 2017. Copyright Smashkeys. Don't steal it.
Okay.
Porphyro, say goodbye to the nice people.
Goodbye. Happy day 19.
Goodbye, people.
December 19th. Happy Festivus.
Festivus for the rest of us.